You're watching Money Matters. Our guest today is an entrepreneur whose production company aims to teach children about different cultures while entertaining them as well. Their first animated cartoon is called Babak Friends, a First Norooz. It tells the story of a young Iranian boy and how he discovers the traditions of his country, especially the Persian New Year. Let's take a look at a clip.
Right here is our friend Babak, and he's not happy.
Why? He's at school playing ball with his friends. What's there not to be happy about?
Let's listen closely, and it will become clear.
Yo, what are you going to be doing for Easter?
Going on an Easter egg hunt?
So am I. Hey, Bobby, what are you going to be doing for Easter?
I don't celebrate Easter.
What? Why not?
Because I'm Iranian. We don't celebrate Easter. Wow. First no Christmas, now this.
Whoa, it must stink to be you.
Aw, the poor kid. He stinks.
No, you see, he doesn't understand that he gets to celebrate Norooz, the best day of the year. He's so caught up in what he can't celebrate. He's sad. He doesn't understand that he also has something to look forward to. Now, do you understand?
Hey, now I get it. But what can we do?
Babak needs to learn about us, and then through us, he can reconnect with his traditions. Then he won't feel so lonely anymore, because he will realize that he's part of a much bigger family.
Last year, the company won the NYU Business Plan competition, and here to tell us about what's next for Norooz Production is the managing partner, Shabnam Rezaei. Thanks for being here.
Hi, Rob. Thanks for having us.
So that was a great clip there. Really enjoyed that. Give us a sense of what the mission is. Obviously, it's promoting cultural understanding, but also to have some laughs. So that was a cute clip.
Absolutely. That was our first film, Babak Friends, a First Norooz, which explores the Persian culture, really. What we discovered through our business plan competition is that there's a real market out there for teaching children about culture, and Norooz Productions is just about that. We want to teach children about culture through entertainment, and the Persian culture is the first culture that we are exploring, and we're looking at exploring other cultures next.
So what's the population that these videos are really targeted towards? Is that something that was really for a Persian kid who was feeling upset that he wasn't like the other kids, or is that also something for white and majority kids here in the U.S. who could develop a better understanding of cultures different than their own?
It's actually a very interesting question. We have three target audiences. The first would be the host country's expat community. For example, in the case of Iran, the children that are from Iran that are immigrants living outside of Iran, whether it's in Europe or North America. The second target audience is the Western audience. For example, schools, libraries, and museums have been very interested in our products, mainly because we explore culture and we do it in 2 or 3 different languages, so that the Americans or the Canadians or the European cultures can also enjoy it. We were able to show the film at the Smithsonian, at the British Museum, at Asia Society, and there is a real market for that second target market, which is the mass audience, so that they get a chance to learn about it. And then our third target market would be the host country, in this example, Iran. Children that are living in Iran might be interested in learning English. So this film that we just showed you is in English and in Persian, and the kids in Iran can learn English by watching it.
Very interesting. So how are these distributed? Do you sell them directly to kids, to families? Are they distributed to schools? How do people see these?
We have different channels for distribution. The first one, for this one, we went with a food company throughout North America that distributed our DVDs to Persian grocery stores. We also sell online on our website and on Amazon.com. And we've also been going through museums and libraries for selling them. But we really need to come up with a better distribution plan once we hit our second culture.
So what's the reaction been from folks who have seen your videos so far? What kind of feedback are you getting from kids, of course, which is really the audience, and also from parents?
Yes, they're the toughest audience, and they just absolutely love it. There are very funny moments in the film, and it's kind of educational in a sneaky kind of way. Kids are learning in this particular film about the Persian New Year Norooz, which is the coming of spring, and we kind of talk about the traditions through Babak. We take you through the traditions through this child who doesn't really understand it. And it's a really fun way of learning it. And it's only a half an hour, so in terms of the attention span of children, it's worked out very, very well. We've also had a lot of positive reaction from American audiences. When they show it in schools, kids want to sort of follow the Persian traditions. There's a tradition called Charshanbe Suri, where we jump over fire to put away the negative energy of the last year and take the positive energy of this year. And we've had several Americans write in, send us emails and say, we want to celebrate that celebration as well. So it's been absolutely fantastic.
Wow, that's great. Now, what other cultures are you now getting into? You started with the Persian storyline. What others now are you exploring?
The three primary ones that we're exploring are the Korean culture, the Afghan culture, and the Arab culture, although we've also had interest in some African cultures and Indian cultures. They tend to be cultures that are maybe not as well portrayed in the media, cultures that may be misunderstood, and we want to just shed some light on the beauty and the richness and the heritage of all these cultures around the world, and hopefully create some understanding among people through just fun products that learn culture and languages.
So did you have a background in animated film before you started this, or did you have someone who did? I mean, this is terrific animation. Is that hand-drawn, by the way?
Yes, it is hand-drawn. My partner, Dustin Ellis, actually is the one who has the animation experience. He worked with Brad Bird, who did The Incredibles on The Iron Giant. Dustin has about 12 years of animation experience, and all the artists that we used on the film are also from companies like Nickelodeon, Warner Brothers, Disney. Alfred Jimeno, who's an Emmy Award winner, worked on Madagascar and A Shark's Tale. We also used very talented Iranian actors for the voiceovers, so we did use, if you will, the Disney model to be able to compete with Disney-like products that are out there for children. Shohreh Aldashlu, who's an Oscar nominee from The House of Sand and Fog, plays one of the voices, Babak's aunt. She recently appeared on Will and Grace and Fox's 24 and ER. She was on ER last week. We have Catherine Bell, Ali Pourtash, and Parviz Sayed, who's a legend of Iranian cinema.
Great. So given the rather large gaps there are in culture right now between the West and a lot of Arab cultures and just many cultural issues that are out there now, do you feel this is really the time for a product like this to take off?
I don't think that there would be a better time, given all the misunderstandings that are going on in the world. I live in New York myself, and we have a very, very diverse culture and community here. But I think when you move away from the big cities is where you have more homogeneous populations, and tools like this are very, very useful in teaching children who may not be able to travel to learn about other cultures so that we can have a more diverse, understanding society.
All right, well, this is great stuff. Shabnam Rezaei from Norooz Productions. Thanks a lot for talking to us, and good luck with the product.